What is going on, everybody? And of course, welcome back to the CUO4U channel. You join me just after Carlisle United have lost 2-0 to a very strong Exeter City side in a game that saw 7,610 fans, 318 of them being away Exeter fans. So great effort from them, massive travel. And as we say, Exeter 2, Carlisle 0. Goals from Trivet in the 68th minute and Mitchell in the 81st minute. Stats looking, Carlisle United had 46% possession against the 54% of Exeter, and Carlisle had 13 shots, 6 on target compared to Exeter's 11 and 3 on target. To look at it from an outside view before going into the actual game, I thought it was two good sides. I thought Exeter, they're an established League One side now. They've been there for a while. I thought they looked really good. I think Carlisle again looked really. I don't want to say we looked really good because it wasn't our best performance, but we looked all right. You know, as a lower mid-table sort of team, we looked all right. It was a really tight game, and I think it's one of them games which really is a sort of game that came down to a few sort of half chances, but it's a game where you notice a difference between League One and League Two. Obviously, in League Two, you can maybe get away with some things. In League One, you're not getting away with the similar sort of mistakes or opportunities. And that was a real thing today, and that was shown in the scoreline for sure. Carlisle United lined up with a 4-1-2-1-2 looking sort of formation with Thomas Hawley in net, Finn Back, Huntington, Sam Lavelle, Jack Armour as a back four, Callum Guy, John Mellish, Jordan Gibson, Owen Moxon as a midfield four, and then we had Sean Maguire and Ryan Edmondson up front, with Taylor Charters, Luke Plange, Alfie McCalmont and Daniel Butterworth coming off the bench. Now, it's the first time I've seen Butterworth play. I haven't seen him at all until this point. He may be featured in the Oxford when we played them away, but I can't remember seeing him. So this is the first time I've seen him play anyway down at Brunton Park. And I thought he looked good. I thought he looked really lively. He looked very direct. He wanted to, go direct instead of looking backwards for a pass. He seemed really lively. He seemed a decent player. And I look forward to seeing him hopefully when he's fully fit and getting in the starting lineup. If he was to get into the starting lineup, that is, of course. But going into the game then in a little bit more detail, we started the game really strong. I thought we were the better team the first half. I thought overall we were the better team slightly. I think Exeter had their chances and took them chances. But I think we looked good. Sean Maguire was a standout player for me. He looked really sharp early on. Finn Back had an effort that just went wide of the post in that first half. Then there was a really rash tackle on Jack Armour, which I believe it was at Mitchell. And he picked up a yellow card from that tackle. And then there was another one not long. It was possibly the same tackle. Same lad who made the tackle on Finn Back. I might be mistaken there, but there was definitely an instance where that Mitchell put in 2 yellow card tackles, but he didn't get the second yellow card. He only got 1 yellow card. So he was very lucky to be on the pitch. But I thought Carlisle looked really good. I thought John Mellish was making runs all over the pitch. We had a really good spell midway into the first half, around 30 minutes in. Mellish was just causing havoc, and we had a couple of back-to-back chances. John Mellish had the shot and ended up going for a corner. Exeter didn't have much in the first half. They had a long-ranged effort that just went over the bar, and they had a good chance, but a last-ditch tackle from Huntington. I thought Huntington had a decent game. I actually thought that was Huntington's best game in League One for us. That might split opinion, but my opinion. And then we went into the break in 0-0. Exeter were putting in some strong tackles, just going back to that Mitchell one though. There was about 3 or 4 tackles you looked and you just thought, that's a bit strong. But anyway, going into the second half, there was no changes at half time. The change came later on, and I thought again Carlisle had a really good start to the second half. Jordan Gibson played an excellent ball over the top for Sean Maguire. Great touch, and he got a shot away, but unfortunately the goalkeeper saved it. And then Huntington and Finn Back worked really well defensively as they got a good attack through the middle, but a really good tackle. Well, it was a combined tackle really. It was Huntington and Finn Back coming together to make the tackle. And then there was Finn Back played a great ball over after making 2 excellent tackles. Jordan Gibson touched it down, and we just couldn't get the sort of shot away. It was well defended by Exeter, and these were the slight things. The difference between Carlisle United and Exeter is that we were getting these opportunities, and we weren't, getting a clear-cut effort on goal, or we were taking too many passes, too many touches, or whatnot. And then off, I believe it was one of their corners. It was off. The ball came to the edge of the box, and the shot comes in from the Exeter player, and it just goes in the bottom corner from outside the box. A lapse of concentration from sort of the defensive midfield, not to get out quick enough. But this is the margins, this is the fine lines between League One and League Two. He was given, I'm saying, he's been given just 3 or 4 seconds on the ball, and that's enough for him to pick out that bottom corner. Great finish. I don't think they necessarily deserve to be 1-0 up, but it was a great finish from the lad. Nothing Thomas Hawley could do in the bottom corner. And Carlisle found themselves 1-0 down. And then not much happened between sort of the 70th and 80th minute where the 2 goals came from, and then second goal, we sort of stood off their midfielder. He got the ball chipped into him, he touched it down, he had too much space, and there's a bit of a scramble in the box, and it's poked home by Mitchell for 2-0, and that second goal killed the game off, really. Yeah, that was the game done, really, 2-0. I thought at 1-0 we could have pulled it back, but at 2-0, I thought, yeah, that's the game gone. And quite a lot of people left at 2-0 down, so they obviously felt the same way. But it is just that fine line. If Carlisle took a couple of the chances that they had, we could have won that game 2-0, but we're on the other end of it, and Exeter have come away 2-0 winners. It's just, what I'll have though, and I'm seeing a lot on social media tonight, the team's not good enough, such and so. I can't fault a single player's effort in that game. I thought every single player gave it 100% effort. Not one of them looked like they didn't want to be there. They were all putting effort in. They were all chasing balls. It's just fine lines and just fine margins, as I keep saying. We need to take our chances. Exeter took their chances. Look at the positives. I thought we were the better team today. That sounds silly when you lose 2-0, but I honestly thought we were the better team today. We started the game really well, unlike Tuesday night against Wigan, where we didn't start the game well at all. And I think that if we can just sort of keep playing like we're doing, but convert our chances, we'll be okay, is what I honestly do think. But now we've got a week off. We've got a full week off. We've got no game on Tuesday night. And then we take the trip to Stoke as we take on Port Vale next Saturday. Now, I am away for the week next week. I'm going on holiday for the week. And then as soon as I come back, I'll be moving in. So it's going to be a real, it's not going to be a busy week for me, but I'm not going to be here. So the videos will be scheduled to go live as normal, but there won't be as much interaction from myself this upcoming week. But I'd love to know, what do you guys think of that game at Carlisle United against Exeter? Let me know in the comments down below. There is some clips in this video as well if you want to stick around and watch them. But for now, I've been CU04, and I'll see you in the next one.
never miss, that's fact. Taking big swings, put your hand to the bat. Put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag. Cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light.